Another show has begun, and today the lift is all live. To the lift. I'm your host, Bailey Warfield. It's really good to be at the deck for another year of the home show. The doors just opened about an hour and a half ago. Vendors and speakers will be here today through Sunday. If you need any kind of inspiration for a home project, I guarantee you will find it here. And you will also be very entertained. The Puppy Pals are going to be a big hit. I am with Yanel, who's the host of this show. Tell me a little bit about just what this show is like.
Yeah, so Puppy Pals Live is going to be a comedic stunt dog show. You're going to see a lot of very cool agility. We do a little race between the dogs, between the audience. We put a little dance in there. We put a little jokes, and then we finish off with our big high jump. Oh yeah.
Amazing. And Brittany is out there working with, who is that with her?
So right there we have Paparazzi. She is everybody's favorite. I really like her. She's actually blind in one eye, but that does not stop her. You can see that she's doing a very good job and she's having fun.
Totally. And you know what? Everybody has just been smiling all the way through warm-ups that you all have been doing before the show starts in just a couple minutes here. Will you tell me a little bit about the cast, the dogs, where they come from?
Yeah, so all of our dogs are rescue dogs. So that means we rescue them from shelters, pounds, and unfit homes all across the country. I just picked up a couple just a couple weeks ago, and we're training them for the new season. But we pick up dogs all over the country as we see fit, and we train them to be superstars.
That is so amazing. Is there audience involvement in this show?
Oh, yes, we do have a special audience volunteer, and then they'll be able to come up close and actually teach everybody else how to do a trick with you guys.
So, of course, you're working with animals. Does anything unexpected ever happen?
Yes, plenty of times. We have some accidents, but...
But you got to roll with it, right?
Yeah. No, it's honestly, remember, it's the comedic stunt dog show, so it just goes with it.
Absolutely. What is your favorite part of traveling the country and getting to bring this show to folks all around?
Traveling would probably be seeing all the different kids smile in all the different states. Doesn't matter where we are or what we're doing, we can still bring that smile to everybody, no matter where we're at, because you do see a little bit of culture difference, but when you bring them all around dogs, it all becomes the same and they all start laughing. It's amazing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed. That is amazing. So what kinds of stunts will we be seeing?
So we start off with a frisbee. It's going to be a lot of very high jumps there. We do a agility race, so that's going to be a lot faster. We do a specialty trick section in there. We call it our little dance. And then to finish off, we do a high jump.
Okay, amazing. How long does it take to train a dog to be able to do this show?
Sure. So it could take anywhere from a couple days just to get the basics to a couple months to get something advanced. Oh, yeah.
So what would you say to folks who are thinking about coming out to the home show this weekend, why they should come check this out?
I definitely recommend you guys coming if you want to learn how to do some tricks with your dog, because for that volunteer section, we teach you guys how to do a trick, and I really recommend you guys to do it with your dog at home, because it's very misconception that, oh, I can't do this at home. This is very crazy,
right.
But it's very easy. I didn't think that I could do it, but I'm doing it with my 10-year-old dog now. Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So will folks pick up any dog training tips from the show?
Most definitely, yes. We teach them how to do a special trick, the classic hoop trick that every show dog can do.
That is wonderful. And how many dogs will people see throughout the show?
We do vary. We have about 4 to 5. It depends on the day. If the dog's been working a lot, we try to give him a break. Yeah, we have a couple different types.
Oh my gosh. Well, Paparazzi has been a total rock star. Thank you so much for sharing him with us. And I think we're going to let you guys get started with the show here.
Yes.
Amazing. Okay, and I'm going to take you right across the aisle now, because right across the aisle from the Puppy Pals here in Pioneer Hall is a booth that is putting the Home in Home show. So come along. This is a modular house behind me here. You can see it's a full-size house. This is built by Lichty Homes, and we're going to take a little tour. So we're going to head on inside here. I got a sneak peek, and it's pretty amazing what they've built right inside the deck here. So come on up the front steps to the entrance, and Kevin Pryor is waiting to give us a little tour around. Thanks for the invite.
Thank you for being here.
So if someone isn't familiar, what is a modular home?
Well, a modular home is a home that's built in a factory. It's built to exacting standards, and then you bring it in and put it on a foundation, and yeah, it's a nice house.
It sure feels like it in here. How long did this take to assemble here at the deck?
We brought it in here Sunday at 2 o'clock, and a team of about 12 people took them till this morning to get it finished.
My goodness. Well, it looks amazing. Will you show me around a little bit? What are some of your favorite features?
Well, we've got a gas fireplace in this room.
Right.
One of the first homes that we have in the business that offers the freestanding tubs in the master bathrooms.
Very nice.
Which we have right this way.
Okay, we'll take a little gander here into the master.
Master bedroom, spacious closet.
Yes.
Beautiful bathroom. It's got a tiled shower with a standalone tub.
Absolutely. Let Kyle take a walk in there and show that off. And you guys got a good view of the puppy pals too.
Oh, best view in town. Yeah, come and see us and come and see the puppy palace at the same time.
Awfully fun. Okay, let's head over to the kitchen. And while we do that, who do you think is a good fit for a modular home like this?
You know, we sell to people who are downsizing, looking for something smaller. We sell to people who are looking for something bigger. Lake properties, cabins, town living, they're really right for everybody in this day and age. You know, you can get a house like this brand new with the warranty and not have to buy somebody else's problem. So it's a really nice way to go.
Fits a lot of different lifestyles, it sounds like. What is the timeline? If someone shows up here at the home show and they are interested in this, like how soon can they have it on their property?
Well, I've got to get this house out of here by next Monday. So if they had a spot ready for it Monday, we could have it there Monday.
No way.
Absolutely.
Okay, that would be very quick. How about one that's not built yet?
It's not built yet. Typically takes a little bit longer, but you know, you can easily get into a house in 12 to 16 weeks on the outside. Really depends on where your site's at and what stage you're at with your property. Mm-hmm. But it's a pretty quick process. You could easily buy a house and be living in it this summer instead of working on it.
That is pretty amazing. Now, are these custom designed? Is someone kind of buying a floor plan? How does that work?
Well, there's a lot of floor plans to choose from, and we deal with 3 of the premier builders in the area, so that's really nice. This house is from Schultz, which is built down in Redwood Falls, and with this particular line, you can customize a lot of this. You know, you can pick different floor plans, but you can also pick out all the individual surfaces, the counters, the cabinets. Basically everything you see in this house you could change to a different color, a different style. So, it's really beautiful the way it is. Do you all run any specials or what's special here at the home show? Well, we've got a bunch of different things going on at the dealership, but with this particular house, this house listed for about $207. As you see it, we've got a savings of over $7,000, and it's down to $199 for the home show. That's a price that we're holding all the way through the end of April.
Wow. Wonderful. Well, thank you again for the tour. It's kind of fun. I feel right at home.
We've been here for years, and we plan on keeping that tradition, so we're happy to be here.
Fabulous. Thank you, Kevin. And still ahead here at the home show, we will check in with a man known as the Renegade Gardener. Be right back.
All right, welcome back. We're here at the Arrowhead Home and Builders Show. I am joined right now, and Bailey just alluded to it right before break, that we were going to talk to a gardening expert. You can get a lot of ideas with your home, but I know a lot of people are itching to get out in the garden. So joining me right now is Don Engelbretson.
Gardening expert?
Yeah, right there. That's you.
Oh,
that's
it's
you.
me.
That's
it's me. Hi, folks.
Don Engelbretson, the Renegade Gardener.
Yes, indeed.
What does it mean to be the Renegade Gardener?
I built my reputation. I'm a longtime garden writer. I've written, a lot of Minnesotans know me. I've written for Minneapolis St. Paul Magazine, Northern Gardener, and I take a cynical eye at some aspects of the gardening industry. It's a $32 billion industry. Guess what? They want to sell you stuff. And there are products and plants and techniques that I personally think are not worth your time, and that's always been kind of the slant of my garden writing, is telling it like it is and calling a dumb plant a dumb, ugly plant.
Can you give us an example of some of the tips you might be giving people this weekend?
Yeah, I just started my first presentation, and I'm here all week. 12 pro landscapers tips. I bet you didn't know I ran Renegade Gardener Landscaping down in the Twin Cities for several decades. We just finished one of my first tips, and that is how to choose plants at the nursery. I tell people from a professional standpoint, what am I looking for? What am I looking for in terms of the root growth when I pull it out of a pot? What am I looking for in terms of the leaders on an evergreen tree? How do you buy the best? If you've got 25 shrub roses in front of you at the nursery and you only want 5, can you choose the best and healthiest 5? I'm going to show you how to do that.
Do you also give tips for those of us who live in climates the way that where we are right now, in like a colder climate?
Well, everything that I ever did as a garden writer when I was based in Minnesota was all Zone 4, Zone 3 stuff, so your hardiness is going to be there. Yeah, in terms of, just good question. I would say, something happens like we are up here in the north. You get a harsh winter. You finally get some snow melt. It's finally April, and you're doing exactly the wrong thing, which is going out and wandering around in your garden when the soil is wet and you're compacting the soil. So there's a lot of little things like that. I'll toss one out. Don't plant your tomatoes until June 1st. I don't care how hot it was in May. Your soil temperature is what dictates when you plant tomatoes. And if you wait until June 1st, you're always going to have bigger, better, tastier tomatoes.
That brings me kind of to my next question. What would you say to somebody who's itching to get in the dirt right now at this point in northern Minnesota?
Study your plant catalogs. Dream. Go online. Look at new plants. Just stay out of the garden. Don't be raking your lawn because the snow is gone and it's April and you didn't give it a good hard rake. Minnesotans get out there, it's 75 degrees. They rake in their lawn in April and they're going, boy, look at all the duff I'm picking up. No, those are dormant grass plants. All you were doing is hitting it before the lawn comes to life. So what do right now? You sit and dream, and you stay out of the garden.
Excellent tips. Thank you so much for helping us out and giving us some tips.
Be here all 4 days.
We'll let you get back to your presentation.
Thank you.
There you have it. All the tips you need for northern Minnesota, and you can come down and actually watch some of his work and some of his seminars that he'll be doing all weekend long at the Arrowhead Home and Builder Show. Bailey, it's not the 5 o'clock. Bailey.
Coming up next, Virginia Chamley is bringing the big thrift energy. She writes for People magazine, and this weekend she's sharing her best tips for finding hidden gems at the thrift store. We're back in 2. When the Arrowhead Home and Builder Show comes to town, it takes over the entire deck. So now we are up in the Lake Superior Ballroom, and that is where you can find Virginia Chamley and her thrifting expertise. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I am well. Thank you for meeting with us. Broad brush, what do you do?
I'm a professional thrifter, I guess you could say. So I'm really a writer. I write for People magazine. That's sort of my day job. But my side gig is thrifting, and I often buy and sell to celebrities. And I wrote this book, Big Thrift Energy, all about it. That was my first book. I just finished my second. So yeah, I talk about thrifting all over the place on the internet. It's really fun.
Dream job for a lot of people, I bet.
I think.
Why do you enjoy it so much?
There's something about the thrill of the hunt. I guess it's kind of innate to us as humans. There's something about being a pirate and hunting for your own food and digging for treasure. So I think that's part of it. I also just love design, and I love art and fashion. And that's a really good way to learn about it, is by sort of discovering makers and brands and things that you just wouldn't find anyplace other than a thrift store.
So what are you going to be sharing with folks here at the Home Show this weekend?
I am going to be walking people through how to shop a thrift store, where to look, when to go, what to look for, what to do with it once you get it home. I think that's a really big hurdle for people.
Absolutely. I think thrift stores can be a little overwhelming walking into them. Do you need to go in with a plan?
I think having a loose idea of a plan is a good idea, and that's some of what I'll be talking about this evening and this weekend. But I also think it's just really important to sort of keep your mind open, because you never know what you're going to see, right? If you go in thinking, I want to find the perfect wooden dresser, you might not find that, but you might find a really cool vintage portrait or something like that. So it's always a good idea to have like a loose idea, but sort of keep your options open.
There are so many options just as far as stores go, too. What are some of the places that you like to shop and that maybe you found some good stuff?
I've found good stuff everywhere, and I always get asked, like, do you have a honey pot? Do you have some secret source of a thrift store? And I do these home shows all over the country, so I've gone thrifting literally everywhere. I've been in Minnesota before, great thrifting here. I think you can find stuff everywhere. I mean, that's sort of the beauty of thrift stores. They're getting in donations every single day. Some of them, they're putting out new merchandise every single day quite often, so it's just really about going to as many as you can, as often as you can.
So we're going to put up the times that you all at home can come and hear Virginia. Will you also be giving styling tips and some of the things that you look for specifically in like the home decor department?
Yes, that's half of my presentation, because I think that's another intimidating part of thrifting. Thrift stores are typically not decorated very well, right? They're often staffed by volunteers, so you kind of have to know what something would look like in your own home, because they're not going to style it for you, right? It's not like an IKEA where everything looks like someone else's apartment. So yes, I will definitely be telling people sort of little minor tweaks you can make to a piece to make it more your own, different styling tips, that kind of thing.
I love it. I think it sounds so interesting. So thank you. Have fun in Duluth this weekend.
Oh, thanks. I can't wait to go thrifting here.
Absolutely. Well, back by popular demand is the DIY arrangement with Engwall Floral Design, and they set up a demo for us so you can see how it goes. We'll be right back to Make a Bouquet. Welcome back. Take in these beautiful flowers. You can almost smell them, right? And you can come work with them yourself at the Arrowhead Home and Builders Show. Engwall Flowers is putting on several DIY floral arrangement classes. Dawn Anderson is one of the designers. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having us here.
I hear this was a huge hit last year.
Yes, and I've already seen many repeat people. Yes, they're very excited about this class.
So fun. Okay, what are we doing? Tell me about what's in front of us here.
All right, so in our class, I'm going to be taking you guys through some tips and tricks on how to choose flowers. I'm also going to be showing you how to arrange them in a wrap bouquet. So this is what you'll take home. Yep, this is about a $35 value in case if you're curious, but today it's free, and tomorrow it's free, and Saturday it's free. And then the second part of our class, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make something like this.
So this is like a two-part deal.
Yep. So one is just how to make it loose, and two is how to design it, and I'll just be giving you guys some little tips and tricks for your at-home designs.
So these are the same flowers, just maybe how you would gift them or something like that, and then how you could arrange them in a vase once you get home. I really like that. So tell me a little bit about why, flowers just seem to resonate with people. Like, why they feel so good, right, when they're brightening your home. Why do you think that is?
Honestly, it's different for each person. I always say, don't buy flowers for an occasion. Buy flowers just because. Buy flowers because it's beautiful. It brings joy to people's lives. And it's gray out there, guys. Minnesota is gray right now. So get a sunflower. Brighten your day. Spread some joy. Take home something for your wife and say, I made this at the show.
Amen. I endorse sunflowers in the middle of a gray April, that's for sure. So I see the nice setup you have here in the French River Room, which is where the classes are taking place. If Kyle can get a shot, you can kind of see all the flowers that are set up. So how does this work? Is it first come, first serve? Do people need to sign up? I feel like there might be a mad rush for you.
I know. I do have a sign-up sheet that I've started in the show here. But you could call Engwalls if you're really concerned about getting a spot, and they will save you a spot. Otherwise, we are kind of doing a first come, first serve if your name's not on that paper. Yep. And I have 40 spots reserved per class, so 7 classes, 40 spots each.
Oh my goodness. It really amazes me that this is free too.
Yeah.
Why do you all enjoy coming and doing this and getting to educate people a little bit about what you do?
This is why I chose my career, because I like spreading the joy. I like watching the smiles on people's faces. I like seeing them smell the flowers and say, oh, this is beautiful. I love that. I just love spreading that joy. So I'm glad to be here today. I'm glad to just spread the joy that Ingwalls has and we get to see every day in our shop. Yeah.
What else is coming up this spring at Engwall? I know you're heading into a busy season, that's for sure.
Oh, there's so many things going on right now. We have several shows. Wedding season is upon us.
Yes.
Prom is coming up in these next 2 months. We have some very popular proms going on. So if you want your wrist corsages and your boutonnieres, stop in. Yeah, it's just a busy season.
Oh my goodness. Well, thanks for taking a few minutes for us. Y'all, these flowers are just so beautiful. If you have the opportunity to come down and take the Engwall class, I definitely think you should. Thank you so much for tuning in to this Lift special from the Arrowhead Home and Builders Show. I've had a blast. I know you will too this weekend. The 5 is coming up next.